Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday, June 25th, and I wanted to make an update video on the whole garden to see how everything is progressing. Everything's looking beautiful. Look at this trachea, how big it's gotten. It's in the front of my house, right next door to a neighbor. The cactus are blooming, nice blooming yellow flowers, and everything looking beautiful. Elephant ears are coming up, and so are the cannas. And my Yucca gloriosa, beautiful as ever, and she has pups, which I will be taking out. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pups down there, and I'll be giving those away because don't need as many. My Musa Bashu patch is getting nice and big. This one's about 12 feet tall by now, since March. It's incredible how fast these things grow. That's called a cleome, and I got them all over the garden. They grow wild, produces a lot of seed. They're like an annual, but I let them go and go out at random, and they look amazing. It's a canna right behind it. It's a trachea that had a spear pull, and she's doing quite well. That's oregano right there, used for cooking. This is my Brugmansia, and she has pods already. Got a couple here, about 3 of them there, 2 up there. Soon she'll be blooming, full of nice looking beautiful flowers. More Musa Baschu. It's pencil cactus. My alocasias and colocasias and all coming out, and all the canna lilies. That's a Yucca variegata. This right here is called a balloon flower, a blue balloon flower. I got a couple of those bushes. One over there, they're actually perennials, and they bloom most of the summer. And right in front of my beautiful blue pindo, look how beautiful she is. Nice and healthy. The crepe myrtles, in about another 2 weeks, they'll be blooming. This is my pink hibiscus, full of pods. Pretty soon she'll be flowering. Smile the trachea. Blue balloon. This is another yellow Brugmansia that my wife gave to me. It's in the ground now. She'll get big soon. I don't know if she will flower this year, but we'll see. This is another red hibiscus, and she's full of pods also, full of the flower pods. Washingtonia robusta, my small one in the front. And this is another one of my Yuccas gloriosas, the pup from last year, which I planted there. And another one over there in the front. This is my puff of smoke tree, the green one. And this is the purple one. She started losing her flowerets already, and you can see them all over the floor. It gives the grass that purplish hue. But everything's coming off the ground now. Firecracker cannas, colocasias. It's my Anset banana right there. Beautiful, as always. Look at that beauty. This right here is the Yucca that I salvaged when somebody threw it out, and I planted it here in this corner, and she's already flowering right next to the variegata. Tomato plant, more cannas. That's eggplant. My fig trees, both of them took a while. For some reason, the cold affected them this year, and they didn't start blooming till almost like May. which I find it weird, but at least they're alive and they're growing now. This is my pomegranate tree. 4th year in. Last year she had 2 little blooms, which the drought took care of and nothing came of it, but she's full of blooms this year. I see at least 20, 30 blooms, which is amazing. And we're talking about pomegranates this year. All my crepe myrtles are have buds in them, and they're blooming pretty soon in about another 2 weeks. It's the big one, white one right there, which I planted about 22 years ago. This eggplant right here is already forming the flowers. Brugmansia, another Brugmansia. It's another yucca. Don't know what species that is, but a friend of mine gave it to me. She's beautiful, gorgeous. There goes a papaya plant over there, and more cannas and elephant ears coming up out of the ground. This right here is a date palm, which I grew from seed. I was eating a date one day and had a seed in it, so I planted it, grew it in my sunroom, and a year later I planted it in the ground in this past April, and she's doing quite well over here. It's my sago. Just getting ready to put out some more fronds in the center. Diplodenias, pink and red. It's my Musa bus, just the big one. This is the mother of all of them. And this one is already about 15 feet tall since March. It's amazing how fast these things grow. This one, this is where I cut them in the winter to put the protection on them. And this one was about to flower, I guess, when I cut it down. So it's only no leaves, just a pod. Look at the flower pod and the small bananas. It's called a blood banana right here. And this is called silver thistle. Perennial. It's my grapevine, full of grapes. They're nice and green right now. And when they ripen, they're purple. Look at that. Nice. Go take a look at the rest of the garden. Everything is blooming. This is my lemon tree. It's an orange tree. And this Meyer lemon. There's a big lemon right there, and it's full of flowers right now. Lots of lemons gonna have tonight. This season. This is my avocado plant, which I planted about 6 years ago from a seed. It's a Hass avocado. She's about maybe 12 feet tall. And I grow it in a plant and bring it into the sunroom in the winter. It's my yellow plumeria. She's blooming, and the flower pods already starting to come out. She's doing quite well. That's a dragon fruit. And that's a bird of paradise. Have the awning out in my pergola. Comes out about 12 feet. Gives shade to the thing, and that's my barbecue set. My grill and stuff, refrigerators. Take a look at this papaya. It's gotten so big. She lost all its leaves after I brought it out a little early in April. We had an unusually cool April and grew all the leaves back, and she's getting beautiful again. It's Diplodenias, the buds, and then pretty soon they'll be blooming. Everything is blooming. All these petunia pots, I put colocasias in them, and they're starting to come out. It's called a Hawaiian tie. Small Musa Basjus. These are about almost 15 feet tall already. And those are crepe myrtle, and that's a red crepe myrtle. And the one right there with the table, that's another crepe myrtle, a red one. And that one I planted about 20 years ago. All right here we got zinnias growing in this new planting bed, which I planted 2 brand new Robellinis. Well, not brand new, I've had them in pots for years. And I finally put them on the ground after. In this round area that you see here used to be my pool. So when my pool collapsed, I built all the benches. I built that shed with the wood. Some of the planters with it, and it's now a nice little sitting area. And this is a Dominican bench. It's my country of my birth, and I built that bench as well as the American one right over there. Track is looking amazing as always. I have some succulents growing inside these planters right here. That's called a string of pearls. Some more succulents and a string of pearls. And these are Diplodenias with a Hawaiian tie right in the center. And Diplodenias have the buds in them that haven't bloomed yet, taking their time this year for some reason. It's another Musa Basju, and that one's around 15 feet tall already. That one's been there about 6-7 years already. Some of my annuals, coleus. The coleus come back every year from if you pot them like that. This is a Monstera. It's another gift from a person I gave a banana to. My fig tree, I tell you, was having problems this year. It didn't start growing leaves till May. And as you can see, I had to trim a lot of the dead branches, but she's coming back strong right now, especially since it's been raining a lot, and now she's full of figs. I was worried for a while, but now she's looking really well. My apple tree is full of apples. Lots of apples. Some more of my tropicals, my crotons. These are gardenias and coleus. And this is the other Monstera that somebody gave me also. Needle palm always looking great, and another papaya right there. And my Washingtonia robusta always looking well. She's gotten so big and beautiful. It's a purple colocasias. It's my other Brugmansia. And no pods and no blooms on this one yet, but soon. Alrighty, and that queen palm was a gift from a friend of mine. Alrighty, I will end it here. Take care of yourselves. This is the tour before everything gets spectacular. About 2 more weeks, everything will be blooming from the crepe myrtles and the canna lilies. Everything will be blooming. I'll make another update video for you. With that, I leave you. Take care of yourself. God bless.